Hello. All right. Today we have the songs of Susannah. This is the limited first edition of Grant Publishing. And this is, of course, my set of number 180. The outside on this cover is more of a smooth cover. A lot of the earlier editions have a very much a more rough cloth version. So just a standard gray with the marking. Later editions, they started to put like a little green mark on it. Someday I'd like to know what that stands for, but something the publisher did. So let's pull this out. Okay, there we go. Songs of Susannah. Let's pull the cover out. Open that up so carefully. I love this brand new books. This is the first time anybody's ever opened this. I love the pages creak, just like a brand new book. I love the smell of those new books. So here is the entire back cover, of course, with the dark tower in the background. And we've got Stephen King. This one's interesting. The price keeps on going up on these books as time goes on. This one does have an ISBN number, a price of $175 for this one. And then, of course, Darrel Anderson, the author, here on it. Again, a pretty ornate cover. Just has the dark tower on it, a beautiful white cover on it. This is definitely a much more substantial book than a lot of them. The later editions after this one start to go into double books, but this one is still in the single size. So let's open this up. There is the cover. Now let's get to the great page, the limited edition. So let's read what that says. Again, I just always love that this was in Stephen King's hand at one time. It says this special first edition of the Dark Tower 6 Songs of Susannah is signed by the author Stephen King and the artist Darrel Anderson. There were 1,400 copies of this. 1,400 copies of this, so a little bit more than some of the other ones. Of course, the original Gunslinger was only 500, but this is matching set number 180. Let's open up to the intro pages. And the first edition. There is the first edition page, of course, stating that it is a first edition printed in 2004. Let's go through a few of these pictures in here. Just a dark. This artist is much more of kind of a watercolor abstract. Not a super big fan of the art in this book, but that might be just me. A lot of it just doesn't really tell the story, just kind of obscure scenes, not a whole lot of character in it. So, not a big fan of this art, but it's still beautiful to see it. I always think that the artist that Stephen King chooses is trying to reflect his mood in the book. So, there's, of course, Susannah. So, of course, if you take that into account, that he is trying to show a mood for what he's thinking. If I remember right from this book, it's more of going in the past with Roland. So maybe that's it, is just Roland kind of reminiscing on the past. And that's why these are kind of obscured. Okay, there we go. Beautiful book. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. As always, carefully getting these in to make sure we don't bend these at all. The dust covers are very important. All right. So now I slide these in from the top first because people have a tendency of doing the bottom first. And I don't want the dust jacket to be damaged on the top so much. So there we are. Songs of Susannah. Very beautiful. Thank you.